Winston-Salem, North Carolina, the Maryland Terrapins come on the road and get a win over the Demon Deacons, 67-57. Hello again, everybody. Tim Brandt and Corey Alexander. This game was sloppy throughout most of the game, but we did see some stars on senior day. C.J. Harris stepped up. He got 19 points, but Dez Wells was the star.
Well, C.J. Harris, of course, being honored on his senior night, wanted to come in with a huge performance, but Dez Wells from Maryland really got the job done and made big shots at crucial points for them to come away successful.
This is a terrific win for Maryland because this was an emotional explosion in this arena today because of senior day. As a matter of fact, C.J. Harris was honored here before the game. Again, at halftime, he and his family got together, and everybody was excited to see him play well. He got off to a good start and it ended with 19.
And he was able to knock down his first three, and Devin Thomas provided a huge spark for Wake Forest at the beginning of the game. However, Maryland went into halftime with a 6-point lead behind the production of Dez Wells, who was able to get out in the transition and attack their basket with a vengeance.
Maryland again had trouble holding on to the ball. Turnovers were a problem. Fouls were a problem. Then at halftime, Chris Paul came into the picture as they retired his jersey, and the emotion rose again.
It did, and out of halftime, Wake Forest came out with the emotion going in their direction. Dez Wells still was making plays, but Wake Forest was actually able to take a lead off of the C.J. Harris steal and dunk, and the crowd was back into the game.
Chris Paul loving it. But it was Dez Wells and it was the turnovers of Wake Forest down the stretch that turned things around. There was a key 7-0 run. Dez Wells a factor again around that bucket.
And he finished it off, and Nick Faust, Keyshawn Howard both making huge plays at the end, stepping up, showing poise for Mark Turgeon's Maryland Terrapins.
So Mark Turgeon's Terrapins now go to 20-9. It is the 9th out of the last 11 years that Mark Turgeon's won 20 games. As you look at the stats, Maryland shot 48% from the field. 19 turnovers, though. They want to change that as they go to the ACC tournament. They're still going down the stretch thinking that they have an outside chance.
Well, they have two opportunities, a home game against North Carolina, and then they go on the road to Virginia, two both quality teams. If they can get those, they're back into the NCAA tournament conversation.
When it was ended, we had a chance to talk with the star, Dez Wells. Dez Wells now joins us. Dez, the star of this game for Maryland, 11 of 12 from the field. He ends with 23 points. He was the catalyst when things seemed to get the shakiest. Dez, way to go. How'd you feel about winning on the road finally?
Well, it's been a long time coming for us. I had a talk with Corey Alexander. He told me to be aggressive at all times on the court, so I talked to me and him, and I just put it in the work in this game, so I just did what I had to do for my teammates, just trying to be a great leader, and, whenever we needed a bucket, just try to go out and get it for our team.
All right, Dez, you can't tell our secrets now to everybody. That's between us. Just kidding. But your guy CP3 was here tonight, and you, of course, played for Chris AAU. Did that have anything to do with how aggressive you came out?
No, I would like to say it did, but no, it didn't. Chris has always been a real good role model for me, growing up. So, just to be able to come and just talk to him before the game, and just talk to him at halftime, it's a great feeling for me. But, as a player, I just want to come out here and give him my all every game I play.
Well, Dez, you guys go to 20-9 for the season, 8 for 8 in the Atlantic Coast Conference. You were the catalyst today. Way to go. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So as you look at the Maryland Terrapins, realistically, is there still a shot at the big dance?
I believe it is. When you look at Maryland, they have a home game against North Carolina. We both know how good Maryland is at home, and then they have to travel down for the rivalry game at the University of Virginia. They have a chance because those would be two quality wins for Maryland, and they have a chance. Plus, it gets them going into the ACC tournament where any wins there are quality wins.
So Maryland beats Wake Forest, the final by 10. As we head down Tobacco Road, an ACC tournament set to begin March 14th.